Welcome back to Shemsuniverse. So today, guys, we're going to discuss the relationship between Virgo and another Virgo. So Virgo compatibility is a new chapter that we're going to be discussing. Virgos are very good with relationships. They're very good in business as well. The most self-made billionaires in the world are Virgos. And also, when it comes to having a trustworthy, down-to-earth friend, a Virgo's who you definitely want to meet. Mercury is exalted in the Virgo house. So with that being said, you have to understand that when Mercury is with Virgo, it's different than when Mercury is with Gemini. When Mercury aligns with Virgo, it's more about technical skills, detail analysis, and they're very, very good at the spoken word as well, just like with Gemini, where they had a lot of communication and versatility. So this makes them very peculiar when it comes to who they choose for a significant other, who they choose to do business with, and even who they choose to have as their friends. And we're going to discuss all of that today. So to start off with an intimate relationship between Virgo and Virgo, I'll give them about 65 to 70%. Reason being is because Virgos are very detail oriented, yes. However, they're also very, very critical, meaning that they like to look at the ups and downs of everything and they overanalyze at times to the point where they kind of put themselves in a circle. So when you get two Virgos together, if they're able to see each other with that kind of unbiased perspective and able to look at each other for who they are and appreciate the good traits that they have, then they can have a very successful relationship. However, what happens about 40% of the time is you get two partners that either one or both of them are looking at the stuff that they don't like about each other and over analyzing that. They're looking at the person and saying, well, I don't like you because of this, 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 and you could do this different or this better. And then all of a sudden it leads to all these different arguments they have and debates that don't ever really get concluded with a logical or rational solution. So what you need to have is kind of like a compromise in the middle, where it's like, yes, I do notice I don't like this or this about this person. Maybe bring it up to them. But then if they can't change it, if it's something like a birth defect or if it's something that they literally just have as a habit since they're a kid, leave them to it. If it's something that you can't take, then break it off. But you guys can really get along together because you guys both have a very good perspective of the world. You guys are very organized. You guys can be quite disciplined, pretty grounded. And it could definitely work if you're able to have that sort of compromise there. That's my main advice for the intimacy between these two. When it comes to a business relationship, I'd say in about 85, really and truly 90% of the time this can work. Like I said before, Virgos are the number one self-made billionaires. So these guys are very pragmatic. They're very much about solving problems, being very down to earth and realistic. They could be kind of stubborn with some of their ideas. However, they are a mutual sign, so they're very adaptive. So when you get these two together, they tend to really work very well. They can do anything from opening a medical practice to a law firm to doing like a trucking company. It doesn't really matter. Like whatever they do together, as long as they're on the same page, they both want to get it done, it's going to probably get done. Mercury makes people very good with as merchants. It's the planet of trade. It's the planet of business, really. So when it comes to getting money fast and so forth, Virgos definitely specialize in that. They have that exaltation of Mercury that gives them that sort of, I'd say, upper hand because they're really able to see a situation and then see what needs to be done. And then what would take somebody an average of 2 months, they can do in 2 weeks. So if you have two people that are like that, very much objective, getting things done off the checklist, handling business, being no nonsense, you have a good business. The downside to the business aspect is if there's a bit of a power grab sort of thing going on, where one partner wants to have power over the other, or maybe one person stepping over their boundaries and doing the other partner's job. Like I said, Virgos are very much like get things done, get things done, get things done. So if one person's having maybe a bad day and the other Virgo's saying, well, no, I'm on it, that can cause a bit of a rift as well, where one person just might feel a bit like the other person's overstepping their boundaries. And like I said, if you can communicate all these things with your partner, then you're not going to have much problems there either. Last but not least, we have the friendships. This is one of the easiest videos, guys, so it's going to be quite short. The friendships, they can make good friends, lifelong friends. I don't really see a downside to their friendship. I would say 95% of the time it could work. If you guys meet in school, it's a good connection. Meet on the road, any extracurriculars, good connection. If you guys meet at the job, good connection. So it's really one of those things where you look at these two and you don't really see much problems outside of the critical nature that Virgo possesses. And every sign will complain about that with Virgo, saying they're pessimistic or they're nitpickers or they're a bit too perfectionist. And those are the things that also are good qualities, but they can lead to a bad polarizing quality if not put under control. But as long as you're able to compartmentalize those traits and then use them for effective use them as tools to get business done, to look over your life, to have proper organization, and especially if that critical voice is more so in your own head where you're trying to keep yourself to a certain standard, you're not going to have much problems with others. Understand that as a Virgo, you're going to have a much higher expectation and standard of the way things should be in comparison to other people. It doesn't make you better or worse, but that's just one of your superpowers that you have. So as long as you're able to put that under check and really use your critical voice to organize your own life, and then I would say just be your own self-help book. Always be exalting yourself into better and better levels of life. You're not going to have much problems with other people. But if you're going to use those same standards and expectations on others, that's where you're going to have a rift in your relationships, whether that be through business, friendship, or intimacy. As long as you're able to really just look in the mirror and be the best version of yourself and focus on self-improvement, your life is going to go very smooth as a Virgo. But if you guys do have any questions regarding this whatsoever, just please leave it in the comments for me. Aside from that, guys, please like, subscribe. Holla at me. That's it for today, guys. Peace.